Hi everyone, welcome to Jakar Chemistry YouTube channel. Today we will discuss an important topic, properties of water. So let's start. In this section, we discuss many properties of water and their applications in calculation of pH and pH. So we have to keep in mind these are properties because there are many applications of these properties. So we are discussing one by one. First, it is neutral solution. What the meaning? It is not acidic or basic, it is just neutral solution. And criteria for neutral solution is what? There will be equal amount of S plus and OS minus, or we can say equal concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion in a solution. Then it is known as neutral solution. Second, it is amphiphotic. Meaning of amphiphotic is what? If any solvent is having both the properties acid as well as base, then that is known as amphiphotic. Or we can say, according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, if any solvent can accept proton as well as can donate proton, then it is known as amphiphotic. So water is amphiphotic and it is having both the properties weak acid as well as weak base. Next, it is a universal solvent. Universal solvent means it can dissolve anything, or we can say it is having very high power to dissolve the things or solutes. And reason for this is what? It's high value of dielectric constant. So water is known as universal solvent, and dielectric constant for any solvent is measurement of power of solvent to dissolve anything. So water is having high power to dissolve anything, so it is known as universal solvent. Next property, it is very important. Water is weak electrolyte. Weak electrolyte means if any electrolyte is dissociated partially, then it is known as weak electrolyte. So water is dissociated partially and known as weak electrolyte. And reaction of dissociation of water, it is also known as self-dissociation of water, is as when it is dissociated, it will form H3 plus and OS minus ion. This ion is known as hydronium ion and this is hydroxide ion. And this reaction we can represent in a simple way like this. At place of H3 plus we can write mostly H plus and OS minus. So it is known as hydronium ion and this is hydroxide ion. This reaction is endothermic in forward action because it required heat to dissociate water, and enthalpy for this reaction is positive. Now by law of mass action, if we write the equilibrium constant Kc value, then here we are mentioning this as Kd, means dissociation constant, or we can say it is an equilibrium constant in terms of concentration. So Kd equals to active mass of product like H3 plus or H plus, we can say, multiplied with active mass of hydroxide ion upon active mass of water, and these all active mass are at equilibrium state. So this is Kd. Now some more properties of water and pH value. So by this reaction, where water is self-dissociated, what we can say, if we see the stoichiometry of this reaction, we can conclude that when water dissociates, the number of moles of H plus and OS minus are formed equal, and if X moles of H plus is produced by water, then hydroxide ion also produced X mole. So what we can say, H plus and OS minus ions are always equal in pure water. So what we can write in pure water, concentration of H plus, or we can say moles of H plus, and concentration of hydroxide ion are always equal. Now pH is given by minus log of H plus ion active mass, and pOH is given by this formula minus log of active mass of hydroxide ion. So if active mass of both ion are equal, then minus log will also be equal. And what we can say, in case of pure water, pH will be equals to pOH. And this is the criteria for a neutral solution. When in any solution, if S plus active mass will be equal to hydroxide ion active mass, then we are saying neutral solution. Or we can say if in any solution pH and pOH value are equal, then we are saying that as neutral solution. So what we can say here, it is neutral solution. To remember, water is a neutral solution. The criteria for neutral solution is this. Now what we can say, for pure water these things are always applicable, but if we change the temperature, then what is the effect on dissociation of water, we have to discuss that also here. So first we are taking at 25 degrees centigrade. At 25 degrees centigrade, the dissociation constant of water is 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 16. Do remember? And concentration of S plus will be equals to concentration of hydroxide ion, and these are equals to 10 raised to power minus 7 mole per liter. And then ionic product of water Kw is given by formula active mass of S plus multiplied with active mass of hydroxide ion at equilibrium state. So this will be equals to 10 raised to power minus 40. Do remember, 10 raised to power minus 7 into 10 to minus 7 will come this. Then one more thing we are calculating, that is known as pKw. Actually pKw is what? Minus log of Kw. And this will be 14 at 25 degrees centigrade. Do you remember, at this temperature, and this is applicable at any temperature. These values for concentration of hydronium ion, hydroxide ion, Kd and Kw are applicable at 25 degrees centigrade only, because when we change the temperature, equilibrium constant will change, and as well as dissociation, or we can say degree of dissociation of water also will change, and concentration will be changed. Okay, so now for water we have a relation. Ionic product of water is represented by Kw, is given by this formula. If we are taking minus log of Kw and H plus OH minus, means we are taking minus log in both sides, then what will happen? Minus log of Kw equals to minus log of active mass of H plus into active mass of hydroxide ion. So what we can say, on opening this bracket, we are getting minus log of H plus active mass, and this become minus again minus log of hydroxide ion. Minus log of Kw is represented by pKw. Do remember? And similarly, minus log of H plus is known as pH. So this is pH. Then minus log of OH minus will be pOH. So plus pOH. So do remember one more thing. pKw is always equal to pH plus pOH. And now in pure water, pH and pOH are equal. So what about pKw? Twice of pH, or we can say twice of pOH. So pKw equals to twice of pH in case of pure water, or twice of pOH. Or we can say in pure water pH equals to pOH equals to half of pKw, and this is known as neutral point pH. Do remember, it is known as neutral point pH, or we can say neutral point pH also, and this is applicable for pure water only, and this relation is applicable for all the solution, whether it is pure water or any other acidic or basic solution. pKw is always equal to pH plus pOH. Okay.